This is Jeffrey here at the Riverwalk Center, the home of the National Repertory Orchestra. I'm here with Doug, the Executive Director, ED, if you will, from the NRO.
Morning, Jeffrey.
You guys are on the road today, right?
We are. We loaded up the buses early this morning and drove over the pass to Vail, where we're taking part in the Bravo Festival over there.
Yeah. Now tell us just how the makeup of the National Repertory Orchestra. These are some of the finest, kind of the springboard to a professional career.
That's right. That's right. They're musicians who, by and large, have graduated from college, many of them with master's degrees, and they're ready to go to work in orchestras, and we give them the training and experience necessary to win a job.
How many people try out and how many people make it?
We get about 800 applications and auditions. Carl looks at every videotape of every one of those 800 and selects 89. So it's highly competitive. You have to be really good to get into this orchestra.
And what the beauty of it is, since this is like a springboard, this is, you know, right before their first professional career, you can work them like mules.
Yeah.
And because once they turn pro, they'll probably some sort of union deal.
They're in a union, yeah.
There you go.
They wouldn't allow us to play 3 concerts on the 4th of July.
No way.
But this is a boot camp. Exactly. Boy, when they get through, they're ready to go.
In a boot camp with just amazing talent. Now, as you say, in Vail today, but Saturday evening, Beethoven, kind of a violin concerto?
Yeah, the Beethoven Violin Concerto, one of the most beloved pieces of music in the classical repertoire. Even if you're not a classical music fan, if you come to this, you'll love it.
Right, and this is a guest conductor to Saturday?
Yeah, Doug Boyd is coming back. He was here a couple of years ago and was a big hit. He's the former principal guest conductor of the Colorado Symphony in Denver, so a lot of people here know him. He has a big following, and he's a great conductor. He's from Scotland.
Okay, now that is Saturday. Now, Silius is being featured. Is that Saturday or next
Saturday,
week?
The second half of the program is Sibelius. Sibelius number 2. And Sibelius is a really great conductor that has sort of fallen away from real top popularity. You know, in 1935, the listeners of the New York Philharmonic radio audience were asked to name their favorite composer.
Right.
You know who ccame in first? It wasn't Mahler, it wasn't, no, it was Sibelius.
Sibelius. Now, and it's been said he is the most famous guy Finland ever produced.
Yeah, he's on all the postage stamps in Finland. If you go to Helsinki, they've got a huge monument and statues of him and stuff. He's the hero
so
of
Saturday
Finland.
night, we'll start off with Beethoven, end with Sibelius. Okay. And how would you describe the music of Sibelius?
It's very richly orchestrated. It uses the orchestra really well. That's why we like to play it with these musicians, because they're all called into really demanding roles, but the orchestration is absolutely beautiful. It's lush and it's wonderful, and there are moments in Sibelius where you think you're listening to a movie soundtrack.
Nice. All right. Now this is Saturday night. 547-3100 is the box office number for tickets. And you know, one of the beauties of the NRO, and I talk about this all the time, is Maestro Topolo. When he conducts, he'll give kind of a cliff notes of what's happening, kind of walks you through it. Our own GM, Erin, was her parents were at the show, and you know they were born and bred in double wides, so a lot of times they need that primer, that, you know, to find out, let them know what's going on, because if it's not polka music, they don't know what's going down. They dug it. They're going to go back to the NRO. Now Tuesday night we also have another show. Right?
It's actually Wednesday night.
Okay.
Wednesday night, Beethoven. Symphony number 4, which is a great piece of music, and Wednesday night's going to be a great concert as well.
Okay, so Saturday and Wednesday, the National Repertory Orchestra right here at the Riverwalk Center. Not a bad seat in the house. Really a kind of a non-intimidating yet very comfortable venue for classical music. 547-3100. Well, thanks, man.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
All right, we'll be back with the Lost Cajun. Raymond's going to be joining us. I'm going to be donning some beads. Generally, I don't do that unless I'm about 4 fingers into Jack Daniels and wearing chaps. But we'll be talking about that later on, so don't go away.